Hello. How's everybody doing out there? YWT Daily on a Thursday, just full of news. One of the best things I think that this show does is get the conversation going. Not only through the Amory, not only through what's happening with the industry, but I think that if it wasn't for this show, there would be a lot of misinformation out there. There wouldn't be certain conversations happening. A lot of clarity wouldn't be brought to certain things, especially when it comes to what's happening with Roush versus Whipple, which basically kickstarted the war again on blowers, specifically because the tuning is not available. This war is over once twin turbos come out. Like, it's over, dead and buried, and there is nothing to talk about once twin turbos come into the picture. But when it comes to the blower stuff, this is a very interesting subject matter. I'm actually fascinated at the fact that people went out of their way to represent a product so hardcore without knowing what the competitors are gonna have. And now that we have seen Roush run the exact same number, and this is what I think a lot of people are glossing over. The rotor pack is 7 years old. This rotor pack, if I'm not mistaken, came out in about 2017. Not brand new, not latest and greatest. This is old news. This is old head. This is nothing new. So when the performance was shown on the 24 Mustang, people like me weren't surprised. We said, well, that's what they've been running for 7 years. All of a sudden, it's like the cold air wars start all over again every time a new platform comes out. I go, guys, this has been the news since Coyote ever came out. We'll talk about Roush's newest achievement on their launch edition 2650 Supercharger, running a 10.3 on pump gas, catalytic converters, and a bias ply, which we all know is slower than a drag radio. And if you don't think so, you don't know fuck all about racing. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about the decisions that led to Roush having this supercharger. Guys, Roush, in my opinion, if in 2017 or 2018, if a certain person didn't make one decision, I don't think Roush has this blower. I don't think Roush has access to this blower. And Roush destroyed their blower reputation between 2018 and 2023 with their awful front feed single 87 millimeter throttle body design, where they basically took the rear feed, made it a front feed, made it speed density, and it sucked. It was awful. The calibration was awful. The tuning was awful. The blower was awful. But now, because of one decision made way back when, all of a sudden Roush has their hand on a very, very good competitive supercharger. And I think we're back to our regular scheduled programming. So I think Mr. Bill O'Reilly, let me make sure everything is good. Everything is good here. Everything is good. Okay, let's talk to the people, but not before Mr. Bill O'Reilly says hello to the people out there.
Okay. We'll do it live.
Okay.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
It does suck. It always sucks. But hopefully the stream stays going strong with the new internet and we can keep it going. DNA Performance, DNAPerformance.com. DNA Performance, the best online parts house. Nobody cross-dresses at DNA Performance. And if they do, they get dropped like a bad habit. DNA Performance, caliber, transmission, calibertransmission.com. We're going to be tuning his ESS GT350 here soon. Hopefully he realizes it is not a drag car. Just make it a roll car and live a happy life. 3160s flying off the shelf. LMP of MD, they tested a new cold air for their Blackwing CT, whatever the fuck, Blackwing 5-inch. I told them they should shut the hood and redo the test because hood open, hood shut makes a big difference. PMAS, Nick James and PMAS, the best cold air intakes on the planet for any Coyote platform. Nobody else matters. Nobody else has repeatable data. I don't care how high your ping pong ball goes in the tube. Parts.com. Used late model Mustang parts. Interiors, exteriors, wheels, tires, crank and pallets, and complete chassis. Check them out. MFP of Australia, MFP, Main Force Performance, 2 Auto Solution, Remington Auto Solution, and Bellag Industries. The best wheels for letting people know that you deal drugs. And if you're a Puerto Rican that totally makes money legit, I think you should take a look at Bellag Wheels. Then you'll be super legit. Let me move the chat here and get to it. And we'll talk about, give me about 15 to 20 minutes to talk about Roush's success, what I think this means to the market, and how they came to be. Joe Swish, I'm Hunks Hello, Bryson Witt, 101 RTR, Bryson Witt again, Monty 540, Stuart D, D-Rock Fox, Kilometers. Email me. Them 2-inch headers can go to your place. So we'll see if we can work out a deal with the 2-inch headers on the GT500. Kilometers again. Mark Christensen, Douche did it. Dixon, 225, Paul Ponthew, RC Connection, Nick, Yusuf, Halita Quachemod. Oh my God, this thing exploded. Jesus Christ. Massachusetts says Trooper says, are you Alex? Ross is lying about the numbers. Whipple is the best. Says Massachusetts says Trooper. Rizzy, Sexuki, boosted. Ashton Munoz. Wait, is this thing? There we go. I was wondering why it sounded so weird. And I think that's why it sounded weird the other day. I think I clicked the button by mistake. Brian 03 Cobra, Ashton Munoz, Nate Dogg, Michael Rodriguez. Oh no, stop it. I'm not mentioning that. But I'll highlight it. Ashton Lethal, Jared. Fuck. Oh man, this is the best thing this chat ever did. Just get people talking. Savar Martin or Andy Ali, Coco the Monkey. That motherfucker would have won 9-9 if I was driving it. Slow 99 T Sikorsky, Andy Ali, EPA, Verga Larga, Izzy R, Black Cat, El Verga Larga, again La Foxy, El Verga Larga, EPA, Roush and Magnuson having their fun with Starkey watching from the corner, not the first time. Oh, stop it. Jesus, I don't need to read that stuff. London Cop, 508 Josh, Ashton, Charlie Vega, El Verga Larga, Ashton Munoz, Rad Dad, Nadi Mercado, Ashton Munoz, Slick, Christian, Sean King, Red Dad, and all the usual suspects. Thank you guys hanging out in here. You know, making the show great. As long as you guys can hear me okay, we'll get after ydbt4love@gmail.com. Get this header sold. Get me some money. Put it back into the system. Let's take a look at Roush's latest accomplishment. Going, what the fuck? 10.33 at 135 miles an hour in their Roush Launch Edition. Oh shit! Holy shit! Let me see. Is this centered? Is it centered? Yeah. There we go. It's centered now. So check them out.
It's Team Roush out here at Milan Dragway, and we're gonna be testing out the new 24 Mustang.
Okay, it's Milan. It's not Milan. It's Milan.
Supercharger kit.
So again, a bias ply with a stock front. I don't know who is advising you guys, Roush, but that's a big no-no. That will slow you down. A stock front wheel with a rear bias ply. You wonder why it got squirrely at the top of the pole.
What's up, guys? So we just got back here at Roush from the track. Extremely excited to share with you that with just drag slicks, nothing else under the car, stock airbox, 93 fuel.
Stock airbox, 93 fuel, stock catalytic converter, stock exhaust, just a set of slicks, which will slow you down. Not a lot, but you know, drag radials are better.
Stock suspension. We ran a 10.33 at 135 mile an hour.
135 mile an hour out of a 84 millimeter pulley. It should peak at 13 PSI peak. And in my opinion, it peaks at that number because of the restriction. Boost is a measure of restriction. An 84 millimeter pulley, or even a, if you have free-flowing exhaust, let's say inch and 7/8, like someone else does. Inch and 7/8 exhaust, free-flowing exhaust, that power number comes down to 12, but the number goes up. So a lot of people say, well, that's why that blower makes more power than the Odin. Actually, I don't think I've seen a 1 pound of boost difference make 30 rear wheel horsepower. I would understand 15 to 20 unless the octane was ridiculously great. But I personally have not seen 1 pound of boost on a blower make that much more power. So Brent Speed put out a video where they themselves ran 10.5. So I'm like, awesome. I literally said this car will run about a 10.4. If you guys saw Nostradamus again, guys, it's kind of, I'm sick and tired of being right. I said that this car will run a 10.4 or so if the fuel is good, if it hooks, and it cut, I think, a 1.5 60 foot. It went 640 something. I'm going to look at Brent Speed's video here real quick. Let's look at Brent Speed's video. Shout out to Brent Speed, but he actually has a 10.5 slip on his car.
Brent from Brent Speed. Thanks so much for watching Brent Speed TV. I'm at Milan Drag Strip.
Milan.
A few days ago, I released a video of the 24 GT with the Roush.
Are you okay, Brent Speed? I like you. I just want to make sure you're okay. Your face is a little flush. I just want to make you. I'm dead serious. I mean, we need you around for a long time. So whatever's happening, tighten that shit up. Tighten that shit up. Wake up call. Your face is a little beat red. You know, we got to get you on point. I always talk about car guys being out of shape. This is not a good look. Let's go. Let's get shit tightened up. Let's get after it.
Launch edition, Supercharger. The dyno turned out awesome. I know a lot of you liked it. And I said, hey, we're going to take this to the track and see what it does. But here we have it. We're in Milan. It's about 76 degrees here today.
So they said it was 76 degrees and very, very muggy. So let's get to the time slip. Let's get to the meat of it right there.
And here's what's a cool thing.
Oh, Jesus, Alex. What the hell is happening? What the hell did I do? Oh my God, Alex. You fucked it up. You fucked it. There you go. This is what it was.
Hey, I told you. Okay. I'm super impressed.
Blah, 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 blah. Where is it? Where is it? Where's the guy with the time slip? Come on. There we go. There we go. Okay. A little further back. I can't hit the back button. There we go. Jesus. So 1.62 60 foot, kind of lazy. 6'4" to the 8th, 448 to the 330, 1050, 135. 135 is good. So this thing literally needs a torque converter. Again, guys, you do not need a tune for a torque converter. This thing needs a torque converter, maybe a second gear leaf tune, another pound of boost. So pulley down Brent Speed. Brent Speed is now going to do this. He's going to go ahead and pulley down. He's going to put headers on it, hopefully free flowing exhaust and octane, and then let it rip. And I think that thing is going to run in good weather, because if it's 75 degrees outside, they were at 3,000 DA Brent Speed's numbers, and I think Roush's numbers were made in 2,000 DA. So not great weather, especially in Milan dragway. So I think it's an interesting thing that the Roush 2650 is still, to this day, relevant. I mean, it's a 7-year-old rotor pack. It's not like the rotor pack is brand new. It's not like the rotor pack just came out. This is the craziest thing to me, that the rotor pack is old. And it's just, they just keep shoving it in nicer cases slightly. I'm just centering everything because everything got all out of whack when I moved some stuff around. They just keep putting it in different cases and it just performs really well. So I always thought to myself, what is happening? I gotta center myself. There we go. I don't know. It just looks not centered to me. So I'm like, wait, so how did Roush not have to even develop a blower? Remember, guys, 18 to 23, the worst supercharger I think ever made with a 2650 rotor pack in it was Roush's speed density version with the front 87 millimeter throttle body. Awful, cost them a lot. It performed like shit on their F-150s, on their Mustangs. It was awful. So I'm like, wait a minute. How did they end up with this guy? Well, if you look at my, and if you go to my Patreon, my guys on the Patreon are fucking phenomenal. They're literally the best. They go out there and make memes and shit, and it's like the funniest shit you've ever seen. If you go on Patreon, today was super lit. People are still in the middle of making memes and videos and a whole bunch of other stuff, and they're getting after it. But the decision, the way Roush got here, was the following. In my opinion, was a fumbling of the Roush relationship by VMP. The relationship between Roush and VMP, in my opinion, was soured once a decision was made around 2017 or 2016 when it had to do with a GT350 and a TVS. A picture showed up out of somewhere that said GT350 with a TVS on it. So again, from the outside looking in, you're looking at a TVS on top of what is perceived to be a GT350. In actuality, what I think it was, and again, I'm speculating here, I have no proof of this, was GT500 development. So for whatever reason, it got out there that the blower was supplied by VMP. Now, it wasn't like very out, it wasn't out there. It was like implied. Oh, is that a VMP blower on a GT350? Could this be the new GT500? And the rumor wasn't squashed right away. Like the rumor should have been squashed immediately, but it wasn't. So a lot of people were like, well, what's happening? Like, so I think speculate that Roush saw that. And they're like, motherfuckers, without us, you don't got a blower because VMP doesn't make anything. We make your blower at PAS. We test your blower. We verify your blower. We just slap a fucking logo on it. It has a die with your logo on it, but it's essentially our blower. What'd you do? Hog the inlet a little more, which made zero power difference. So then when speculation or when the die needed to be re-upped, the Gen 2 die, apparently negotiations as to who's going to flip the bill to recast or redo the die, the tooling to make the Gen 2 and Gen 2R and whatever variants went away. The Roush relationship went away. Now all of a sudden, VMP messes with Magnuson. Like all of a sudden. So now they're messing with Magnuson. And you saw rumblings of VMP saying we got a twin throttle body supercharger Odin style setup ready to go for the 2024 Mustang. And that went away. So why did that go away? I have no idea. It was past my time, but I suspect that relationship was soured, not for similar circumstances, but why would you? They're casting your blower. Magnuson is casting your blower. Magnuson is manufacturing your blower. So why would you make that relationship bad? And if you would have stayed the course with Magnuson, you would have had a VMP name on a 24 Mustang, and you're right back in the game, and you see how it performs. But Roush, being the opportunists that they are, they're like, wait a minute. Y'all got a bunch of blowers on the shelf. We'll just redesign this. We'll put the bypass here. We think it's a better place. Give it an 84 millimeter pulley. Cats, 93 octane. Look, it tolerates it. Send it. Oh my God. It runs a really good number. So imagine if you go backwards, it's like the butterfly effect, right? If you go back in time and you kill a butterfly, in the future there's World War III having to do with a chain of events that happened that led to this thing. So when I saw the Magnuson / Roush launch edition blower in a 24 Mustang run a 10.3, I remember the day that made this all possible. And it was back in 2017. One little decision, one little comment that wasn't made that potentially could have made this go the way it did. And VMP could have been in a position to provide 24 Mustangs with twin inlet throttle body TVSs, knowing how they look at how they perform. Just look at how they perform. You can say whatever you want about it requires this pulley, it requires this much boost. If the car can tolerate it on pump gas, they're going to go ahead and do it. So now, on that same pulley, let's say they have a 13 PSI pulley, and because of restrictions, it's generating 13 PSI. Headers, long tube headers, no cats, octane booster, same boost. You don't think this car will go 990 in the fall? With an 84 millimeter pulley, 13 PSI. You don't think this car will go 9.9 with octane, same boost, maybe some suspension mods if they want to do it, but I don't even think they need to do that, Brent Speed. A Roush, all you need to do is put headers, free-flowing exhaust, the kit's not carb legal anyway, and then send her down the track and run a 9.9 in the fall, negating everyone saying that, oh, they had to do it on this pull. It don't matter. All you have to do is free up the exhaust, uncork the exhaust. This car will make another 40 to 50 horse just with exhaust mods. Then, once you put octane to it, oh my God, it's going to be a good time. And then with good air combined with it, this car's going to be pretty stupid. So I think it's a missed opportunity that could be traced back to 2017. I think the customer is going to benefit. I still think the car's a dud. Why? The car runs exactly what it should run. Every Gen 3 10R car with about 11 or 12 PSI runs that number. The mile an hour is pretty impressive. I'm glad, but I've seen many ESS G3X cars, 10R, with good octane, 93, but they have free-flowing exhaust, run a 10.4. And I'm like, it's a centrifugal, so it's lazier down low, but it usually has 137 and 138 traps. So it's a very interesting thing that's going on with Roush. I think it's great for the consumer. I think it's terrible for the Whipple nut riders. Again, I got no dog in this fight. But the fact that Whipple just allows their surrogates to absolutely blow smoke Major smoke. Like straight up lie. If they would have said, hey, let's test this thing with 100% stock exhaust, 100% stock everything, and let's get after it. No, their first introduction to this was like octane booster headers, a bunch of boost, and this is what you should expect. Meanwhile, guys are like, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to stay on pump gas and cats, and I want to see if it runs. Bam! Roush and Brent Speed do that, and they showcase what the car can do in good air and octane. This car is going to make a 9-second pass, and it's going to be right up there competitive. And if you are a fan of the 24 Mustang and you like the twin inlets, a little bit of blower whine, and the stock cold air intakes as they sit, not that weird S abortion in front of the Whipple, the Roush Launch Edition is for you. I think that blower is going to do well anywhere. People are asking, is it backwards compatible? I would say no, because they can't make the twin throttle bodies work on a Gen 3 or a Gen 2 unless you have custom tuning, custom harnesses, and a bunch of bullshit, and I don't think they want to get involved with that. Let's be honest. Gen 3, Gen 2, you have many options. You don't need the Launch Edition because you have the Odin, the Gen 3. The Gen 3 also has the E-Force. It has Whipple nonstop. It has a bunch of blowers, so you don't need this specific Launch Edition twin throttle body inlet deal because it's basically a 2650 rotor pack that has been out forever, so you don't need anything special. We'll talk about it. Have you guys gone onto the forums and talked shit? If you haven't, get the fuck in there and say, what happened? What happened? Y'all talking all that shit, and a 7-year-old rotor pack run the same number as the latest and greatest in Whipple technology. Unbelievable. Normal monopoly. VMP fell off and they did not want to pay. Alex says Coca-Cola. I'm excited for the Roush kit. So far, the prior 2650 sucked. The only thing he has on you is a nice house, but other than that, I think you're in a better spot. What are you talking about? What the fuck is he talking about? VMP probably couldn't access tuning for the twin throttle body. No, I think if VMP was in with Roush, I'm sorry, Magnuson, I think they could have made the case that they could have made something work on the 24 Mustang, because did you guys hear or read that there are rumblings that they're accusing Roush of stealing the Whipple tune? Have y'all seen that? I saw that and I went, how does Roush steal a Whipple tune and not have some kind of like lawsuit? Like, if they have a guy that is an engineer for Ford and he is under the Ford umbrella and he makes a file and Ford then makes that file available to Roush, it's no different than Lund Racing making a file available to Nardi and me. The same thing. The big parent company goes, this is my file. So you have access to it. So do you have access to it. But the fact that someone says, oh, they stole a Whipple file, excuse me? I just thought it was interesting to read. Whipple is making comments on the Roush post, and that's how you know. I don't think Whipple is. And if they are, they shouldn't. Because now you know, they know that it bothers you. I got banned from 2 forums today. Austin Maynard, shout out to you. I saw you on all that shit, screenshotting. Some bitch ass YouTuber / mechanic shop is like, he stole my content. Boy, didn't you have like 3,000 subs? If anything, I came in there and actually got you views. But let's be honest. If you want the money that I generated from that segment, I think I got 25 cents around here somewhere. Because no one gave a fuck. No one gave a fuck. I'm balls deep in Murphy. Murphy Laws. Bro, that guy needs to... That guy needs me. See, people out there that dislike me need me. Because without me, they're irrelevant. They speak into the ether. And nobody hears them. And I go, guys, you understand that by you talking negatively about me, you give me more shine. When I don't talk about you, the organic reach you have is 0. You have 0 organic reach. So if you're gonna get mad that I'm saying some stuff negatively about you, you should be happy. Because if I'm not talking about you, ain't nobody fucking talking about you, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Some would say Lund makes the files available to every rat in this industry. You got to understand, there are people who have made complete careers off of stolen files. And they'll look at you dead in the eye sockets and say, I'm one of the best tuners in the industry. And I'm like, excuse me? You straight up ripped the file. What the fuck did you do? We already know Whipple is butthurt from the last stream. According to somebody I know, said that was actually Dustin Whipple getting on the stream. I'm like, Dustin, you don't want this smoke. The Amory will fuck you up. Not literally, figuratively. The Amory has far-reaching tentacles everywhere. By the way, get your Amory shirts at what is it? What's the name of the company that does that shit? Where's it go? Oh man, the Patreon chat. It's weird. The Patreon page runs slowly, and I wonder what the deal is with that. Let me see. Where is it? It's Race. I think it's Race Print USA or something like that. Let me see. Race Print. So you can get our Amory shirts. Race Print USA. Is it Race Print USA or something like that? Race Print USA? Yeah, no, I don't think it's Race Print USA. Shit, I'll find it. I'll find it later. I forget. I should have the link somewhere, but I apologize. But I just, I don't like to hawk the merch too much. Just patch it tuning, exactly. Well, some of those tuners is going out of business soon. Well, Sloaner9, you keep saying that. I don't think any tuner is going to go out of business. I think a lot of people, you can survive tuning. If you go out of business, tuning with 10-year-old Lund files, that's shame on you. You can get a 10-year-old Lund file, and you can literally limp your way into $55,000 or $60,000 a year. Oh, by the way, because I was made aware that somebody out there, like shops, are saying, oh, if you got to get a fuel system done by Lund, a tune, it's a complete new retune. Thank you very much. richprintusa.com/collections. If you guys want Amory shirts, there they are. The Amory shirts are live. Check them out. So if you guys go in there and you got Amory, you got Section 8 and Dolo shirts, get in there and support the people, because I actually get a check from them every time shirts sell. I get a monthly check after the commissions, and that actually goes towards me probably putting a motor in the Corvette. Faisal Al Dawood, give me 19 ZARs. If it's a 10R80, you're a non-driving motherfucker. Absolutely. You need people like me to point your fingers and say, that's the bad guy. By the way, got my hoodie in the mail for the other day. Great quality and super comfortable too. Thank you, Slow99. Figuratively, verbally, digitally, Amory will fuck you up. Not just Whipple, VMP, Lethal, BBD. They all lied. Everyone lied. Everyone that was, and this is not my problem with Whipple, but Whipple doesn't do anything to say, guys, shut the fuck up. You're making us look bad because we don't know what Roush has cooking. And now, everyone has egg on their face. Making comparison videos on a product, imagine making a comparison video on a product you know nothing about. Well, the reason that the Roush blower sucks, what's it run? I don't know. Well, the reason that the Odin design wasn't, what's the Roush one run? And a lot of people were looking at the Roush Launch Edition Supercharger and they're going, well, that ain't going to work. 2 80+ millimeter throttle bodies being fed by their own dedicated cold air that looks to be over 100 millimeters big. Remember, guys, it's a compressor. It doesn't necessarily have a ram air effect. If the air is less turbulent and comes in as straight as possible and makes its way to the rotors as efficiently as possible, it doesn't have to fight its way through 2 and a 1. The center throttle body is a very good idea with Whipple. The fact that it's a little turned is not a great idea. And the fact that 2 throttle bodies literally going in a straight path. Yes, they twist a little bit at the cold air, but they go in a straight path into the rotors. You don't think that's beneficial at all? If you were to visualize the airflow coming into that blower, you don't think that twin 80 millimeter design is optimized? So a lot of people that saw the design said, well, that's stupid because it doesn't have a deep enough floor. And the floor is where you make your power. Really? Really? Juan, Whipple, Drake, Roush, K. Dot. Which gen head had the best Roush Stage 3 for roll? Which gen had the best Roush Stage 3 for roll racing? Does it? What the fuck are you talking about, bro? Stitchy, what? That question is so fucking stupid, bro. You want me to really read that question? I'll read this question so that the people listening to the stream get ear aids. Which generation had the best Roush Stage 3 for roll racing? Also, does it have billet oil pump gears? Is the Auto 2018 Plus a dumb choice if I want to build the car? Bro, like, I love you that you're a member. Everything you said is retarded. Everything you said is retarded. Which Stage 3 is the best for roll racing, you said? I love you. Nardi Mikado says you can survive on tuning. What you can't survive on is crashing customers' GT500 at the track and shipping them back a COD. The way he doesn't come in this chat makes me think that he doesn't need to tell people to shut up because they're doing it wrong. They're doing no wrong. He wants them to rah-rah the product no matter what. I don't know that. But I just know this. I know that okay. So I have personally driven a max effort TVS car. I have owned 3 TVS platforms. S197, S550, and the swap Fox body. I have owned 3 styles of TVS cars. 2.3, the first Gen 3R, and then the unported Edelbrock, and then the ported Edelbrock. The unported Edelbrock was the one that went 870 with a 3.0 upper pulley and a 14% or whatever the fuck it had on the bottom. So I've also driven many Whipple cars. I've also driven Whipple 3.0s, Whipple 2.9s, Whipple 2.3s, Whipple Gen 5s, Whipple Gen 3s, 2.9 Gen 2s, and 3.8 GT500 blowers. So I know what the 2650 is capable of. I owned 3 different platforms with a similar rotor pack. I had access to all these cars. I have access at Lund Racing to all these cars that go to the track and go racing. And I have to tweak their tuning to optimize the outcome. So when I say the TVS, let's say under 1,000 horsepower, is by far a better blower than any Whipple, do you think I'm saying it out of emotion? Or do you think I'm saying it because I've owned the platform, tuned the platform, modify the platform, drive the platform, vet the platform? Does anybody at Whipple own a TVS car? Does anybody at Whipple race a TVS car? Does anybody at Whipple, have they ever owned a 2.3 liter Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 3? Anything? Have they ever owned a 2650 Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 3? So if you have never driven it and you don't tune it every freaking day for 8 to 9 hours a day for almost 10 years, who the fuck do you think has more data on this shit than me? Who buys the platform, vets the platform, and still tunes the platform every fucking day? Please stop. Please stop thinking that I'm talking out of my ass. I have more experience than most motherfuckers. Why? I buy the product. I vet it. I put my hard-earned fucking money and then I learn from that. You motherfuckers use your customers. Your customers. And all they've had is Whipples. Here's a Whipple. Free Whipple. Thanks. Whipple's the best. Did you try to go max effort with the TVS? Did you try to go max effort with the Procharger? Did you try to go max effort with the ESS or the Vortec? Oh no? You only went max effort with the Whipple equals Whipple's the best? Shut the fuck up. Please. Forever. God damn it. God damn it. Y'all got no experience over me. As a Whipple owner, I'm tired of the ship blowing up because they're tune grenading my cats, munching the motor, says Rad Dad, he is on his third motor because his Whipple supercharger keeps blowing up the cats. Rad Dad, it's not. I'm gonna tell you, it's not the blower. It's the cats. The blower is gonna blow. The cats are gonna melt. So I love you. You either run free flowing exhaust or take the blower off. I love you. I get it. I've seen many supercharged cars blow up the catalytic converters because they don't have enough injector to shove fuel down its throat to have the cap protection enable and be consistent. Honestly, when you're racing, that shit's got to go. Does anyone at Whipple race, period? So there's a guy at Whipple. His name is Cocaine 50. Cocaine 50, I think he works there. He has a Whipple, whatever the fuck, 4R200 car, and he does street shit. So why don't we do this? Send him a 2650. Right? Take an E-Force 2650, or in my opinion, the best 2650 is the Magnuson Super Duper ported. Actually, no, not the secret sauce one. That one has less torque and it's more configured for high RPM horsepower. The OG Gen 3 TVS that was still cast by Roush at the time. In my opinion, that one's the best one by far. Now people are going to say, what do you mean? Well, look, I understand that the super duper ported one makes more horsepower on a dyno. But the nice thing is you don't race on a dyno. You race on a fucking track. And a OG cast by Roush / PAS 2650 rear feed VMP Gen 3R is, in my opinion, the best one. So let's say you tell Cocaine 50, hey, Cocaine 50, I'm going to skip these ads. I don't know why these ads keep running. I wish no ads ran, but they don't give you an option, guys. They're like, ads are going to run. I'm like, I wish they didn't. So why not give Cocaine 50 that blower, put it in, and let's see if you got more torque and you launch better and you have a better 60 foot. And again, we're drag racing, not top end racing. So if you're drag racing, you want more torque faster down low. And based on my experience, if you have the grip and the proper suspension, it's hard to beat the TVS for torque. For sure, I'm planning on it, says Rad Dad. I have long tubes coming and mini cats for the O2. Cocaine has a Whipple S197 with an RPGN. Sorry. I'm sorry. Cocaine. I think you should reach out to Whipple and say, look, man, there's no fucking way that a TVS is better than a Whipple. So what I'm going to do, boss, is this. I'm going to go ahead and get myself a TVS Gen 3R OG Roush cast, like Alex says. And then I'm going to go out there and run a number just to prove that Whipple is a better product. And, Dustin be like, cool, you have my blessing. Then Cocaine 50 is like, I don't know, active hood rich uncut, right? You see him up. You see him at the line, and thing goes, whee! Fucking does a wheelie halfway down Compton Ave, whatever the fuck. Uh-oh. That bitch 60 foot, don't it? Bitch is snappy, in it. Holy shit, you done a wheelie, and you won the race. God damn, that thing fucking damn near twisted the car in half. Come back to work, you're fired. hand in your badge. Why? Well, you went way faster with TVS. quicker. I certainly would have gone FFE after the first motor. Common sense. Mac Turbo 400 on the race car shit. I'm not turvy. What if your Torkstorm? What if your Torkstorm chasing? You need to get out of the hole before you get down the track. The quicker out of the hole, the better. Didn't Senior GT500 make like 1,200 with a TVS? Yes. Senior's GT500 made 1,200 rear wheel horsepower on a hub dyno with the saucy Gen 3R. Crazy. So much torque and twisted the chassis off the line. They're going to fire him when they said, like Alex says. Right. Oh, stop it. I have the secret sauce one. It was lazy until I put a 15% on it. Exactly, Sam50. That's what I mean. The secret sauce one, I think they did a disservice to it because you have to spin the rotor pack so fast. Tell me what your IATs are, Sam50. Tell me what your IATs are. See, a lot of people go, well, this one makes more power. You have to spin it faster to make that power. Just like the race Whipple superchargers. The race ones, the ones that are on, I don't know, limited street car, I don't fucking know, whoever. Those cars go to 9,000 RPMs. So that's where they get their power, the insane rotor speed. So they run M1 or they run a crazy ice tank. When you're a street guy, you don't. You run basically a regular heat exchanger in a small tank. So when people say you need the secret sauce one, no, I need a 2.4 upper and a 15% lower to feel decent. And now look at my IATs, they're 160 plus. No, thank you. Can I go 850s with the blower with the correct mods? Yeah. There's a guy named Ryan. Actually, I'm not going to say if he's selling it or not, but there's a guy selling an 850 car. What the hell's going on here? Messenger. Who the fuck is hitting me up on Facebook, bro? Why are people hitting me up on Facebook? It's weird. So, there's a guy, Brian Collier, who has a white TVS Gen 3R, Illuminator, 6R80 car, running 870s or 860s. And that's like on a basic bitch setup, not even super maxed out. It's crazy. Bondo Bird. Hey, what's up, Bondo Bird? See, Bondo Bird's chilling, right? He's here. He's not salty. He's good. Holy shit, that's a saucy GT500. But why did he traps? Speaking of Torkstorm, when is the last time we crashed their website? Let's do it. Let me see. Torkstorm. So let's go to Torkstorm. Okay, so I'm going to go to Torkstorm with everyone here. Okay, let's see if they upgraded their servers at all. I suspect that they did not upgrade their servers. So can everyone do me a favor and all of you go to Torkstorm.com right now. And let's see if we can crash this shit. The rat on the wheel is like, holy shit, I got to really get going. Oh my God, I really got to start running. So everyone right now, get over to Torkstorm.com. Let's see if we can crash it. And if they did not crash it, that means they upgraded their server. This is the oh my Lord. My God. Yeah, so looks like their site is moving along better. That rat, they probably doubled up on the rats. You know what I mean? Uh-oh. Here we go. Okay, it's still going. So let's just click around. Let's see if we can retailers. Come on, let's see. Click. Let's go. Uh-oh, that rat is sweating. Fucking hamster is really moving. He's like, dude, guys, stop visiting this website. It's going to crash. Oh, we're doing good. Hey, guys, look. I think they got a couple of new hamsters. They're moving the wheels along nicely. Their Linux computers are doing what they need to do. Good for you guys. All right, you guys upgraded your website on the Torkstorm site. So it looks like they're doing well. Congratulations to them. They still have a working website. Nice to see. Good for you. Good for you, Torkstorm. Here we go. Where is Bondo Bird? Bondo Bird is in California, Fresno, or where the fuck are you guys? God, that's strong TVS. Just wrapped up putting the new motor in the car. Boy, it's hot, says Bandit50. It's not loading for me. It's not loading for you. Let me see if we crashed it. Because sometimes there's a delay on my side. Uh-oh. Here we go. The hamster died. Here we go. Shit. Did we crash this fucking thing? Let's go. Boy, that hamster. Really, Torkstorm? That's what happened in the server room. I love it, guys. I love it. They must have a crazy. He's like, you're actually going in there and attacking our site. No, we're stress testing it. We're giving you a nice new stress test. Theo's getting the rat solo. Whipple has taken what? Mine crashed when I clicked on one tab. The internet traffic ads load. The hamster wheel, it has to run harder. It's not loading. My computer turned blue. It's not loading. Won't open on my end. D-Rock Fox says, Alex, I'm seeing your GT500 with the TVS making 1,200 horsepower. Do you remember what injector he's running? ID 1700s, and they are maxed out. Yeah, I think it just crashed. It stopped working for me. Yep, it absolutely crashed. Sasso, man. Used to be Ron. Do we have Sasso here? We got Sasso. I think we got Sasso. Where's Sasso? Oh, yeah. Heavy duty. Heavy duty. I don't think I have Sasso. Man screaming, R2D2, jelly beans, 80s, Mexican, not that guy, diarrhea, Diddy. Oh, I haven't heard that in a while. Wow. Man. Oh, wow. Oh. Wow. What a guy. What a guy. Yeah, no, it's not there. I don't have, I thought I had it. Prospectus? Anyone want to be an artist? Okay. Right as 220 IATs. Even y'all came in the perfect time. Don't need a fast site when you sell one blower per month. It crashed. Nope, can't get in. Spinning wheel. Hamster just went into cardiac arrest. New meaning for dead rat. That is funny. 2 blowers per month. Twin storms. So every time a blower sells, they go. Poor Torkstorm. They're catching some flack on this one. So, based on the Roush stuff, does this make you want to buy one? I don't think so, meaning I don't think it makes me want to buy a 24 GT. Why? If I buy, unless you want to be up on the latest and greatest, right? Let's say you want to be on the latest and greatest shit. I understand buying a 24 GT. But if you want to go fast, just buy 23 and under. Everything is supported. All the tuning, E85, all the injectors, all the fuel system shit. So don't stress the 24 unless you want to be up on the latest and greatest stuff. The recalls are pretty insane. The quality of the vehicle is not good. There is a guy, AJ Hunt or something like that, on YouTube, who bought a brand new Mustang, took it off the lot. AJ Hunt. I think it's AJ Hunt. AJ? No. Mustang. Is it AJ? Yep. TJ. Fuck me. TJ Hunt. This guy bought a brand new Mustang, and the spark plugs are cracking on it. Think about that. He says the moment I'm not going to hit it because he'll probably copyright my shit. But the moment he hit it, the moment he left the dealership, the check engine light turned on and it started throwing misfire codes. So he's like, why am I getting misfire codes? Takes it back to the dealership. The dealership says, oh yeah, you had a cracked porcelain. I thought it was ceramic, whatever. You have cracked porcelain on the spark plugs, which is weird. When somebody said you have cracked porcelain or the white part of the spark plug, I immediately go, what? Why the fuck did that happen? There has to be a cause and effect. So he takes it back to the dealership. Dealership swaps the spark plugs. Go, here you go. The moment he takes it out the second time, check engine light, again, comes back, cracked porcelain, whatever, ceramic, again on the spark plug. Those are his words, not mine. Then he was with the service advisor, and he says, I think we have a fueling issue. The lack of fueling could cause the white part of the spark plug to crack. What? You know the white part of the spark plug is in the cylinder head, right? Like it's not in the combustion chamber. It's outside of the combustion. It's above it. So how is it cracking? So don't you think that because the white part of the spark plug is not in the combustion chamber, the white part of the spark plug, unless they're talking about the center part. So wouldn't you think the strap slammed up against the white part or the electrode? And like, that's the telltale sign. If I was a dealership, I'd like, the gap on your spark plug went from 55 thousandths to 0. The piston is hitting it. Or you have the wrong spark plug in it. Or something's wrong with the clearance on the cylinder head to the block. Who knows? But that right there makes me go, I'm good. Third crew assembling loose rods. Who knows? What boost level does IAT become an issue? It's not a boost level. It's an IAT issue. So if you have, let's say ESS G3X, Anything under 100 millimeter pulley, you're going to have IAT issues. It's going to be over 140 IAT at the end of the pull. If you have a Whipple at 14 PSI, you won't have IAT issues. They have a very good intercooler brake. Bro, Ed Diaz, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Why are you fucking blowing up my phone, bro? What the fuck are you doing? You're being goofy, bro. I gotta mute your notifications, bro. Stop that. You can't just be blowing my shit up while I'm fucking doing the show, bro. What is wrong with people? Fucking relax. Blowing my phone up. Now I'm gonna take this fucking watch off because it's just buzzing nonstop, and I'm like, fuck all that. It's a distraction. Oscar Hernandez says a Gen 2 or Gen 3 with a digital dash and Sync 3. Who cares? Oh, you know what I'm blown away by? I'm blown away that people constantly do dash swaps. Dash swaps. Like, I don't want a Gen 3 dash on my car. And this is what people say. This is my favorite. Hey, I put an EcoBoost dash on my car, and it has a boost gauge. Please turn it on in the tune. Wait. So you put a EcoBoost dash where it has a boost vacuum gauge from a EcoBoost to your GT, your NA GT. Oh, no, forget it. Let's say your boosted GT. And then you were like, okay, turn on the boost gauge, please, in the tune. So point to the map sensor. Please do me a favor on a GT, point to the map, manifold absolute pressure, map sensor, not the mass airflow sensor, the map. Oh, there's no map sensor? Oh, it's inferred. On the Roush blower. Depends on which Roush blower. God damn it. You got to be specific with your questions. New variable compression Gen 4 Coyote. Alex, my buddy just got paid from the story on IG. Okay. Oh, geez. Oh, Bandit. Yeah. So check this out. I'm not going to blow anyone's spot up. But if you take your car to a shop and they say they're going to be a Lund tuning dealer, make sure that you are CC'd in the communications. This is what you do. Okay, dropped off the car at Fulano's shop. Okay, cool. Okay, I'm going to order a Lund tune. Okay, CC me on the email so that I can see the conversation back and forth. Oh, we don't do that. Take your shop somewhere else. Take your car somewhere else. Because somebody got charged for a Lund tune and they never got a Lund tune. And then they said, well, if you got to put a fuel system in the car, it's a complete new retune. No, it's not. If you pay for a Lund tune, let's say an NA tune, it's $300, $400, whatever it is. Then you want to go boosted, it's $500. And then you want to go fuel system, it's $250. It's not $500, $500, $500. Okay, let's say you spent $1,200 for everything, LRX, boosted tune, the whole 9 yards, and you get your car on pump gas and a BAP and ID 1000 injectors or ID 1050Xs, and you go driving for about 3 months, and you're like, shit, I want to buy a fuel system, I want to get 85 in this bitch. It's only $250. That's it. If you're within your 6 months revision, it's only $250 to upgrade you to E85 for a fuel system. If you go past your 6 months revision, you got to update your 6 months subscription. That'll be $150. So if a shop tells you, well, if you got to redo the fuel system, it's a whole new remap. No, it's not. No, it's not. Inner chiller for the win. Look, man, the Corvette to me, unless I can get an inner chiller, and I know people are going to roll their eyes. They're going to roll their eyes. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. You want me to buy Edelbrock heat exchanger, lids, bricks, all this shit for nominally better IATs? No, give me the inner chiller. I don't want to fuck with the inner chiller. Okay, cool. Then I'll find someone that does. And if it doesn't work, at least I would have tried it. How about you raise the 160 mile RPM limit to 180 on my Gen 3 digital dash? Okay, cool. About the CJ benefit RPMs. The new guy here, the one we talking about. Well, he sold all of his toys, but he's always talked about Lund, even when he's worked with another tuning shop also. What are you talking about? I don't know what he's talking about. I must have missed out on a lot of conversations. I apologize. El Charlie says, 10R80 3rd Gen 5.0 trackback. Deal. NA for now. Got a CJ recently, twin 69, throttle body, and PMAS fender intake, headers, and E. Do I need cams to rev to AK? You don't need cams to rev to AK, but the car's not going to benefit a lot from the CJ unless you have cams, in my opinion. Take your money elsewhere, says Rad Dad. It's underneath the factory trans brake foreskin. Wow. I think it's like $700 now for a brand new tune. Not NA. Here we go, LundRacing.com. Because, you know, a lot of you guys are retarded. It's not $700 for an NA tune. That sounds crazy. It's like, let me see. I think it's with the LRX. It's 700. Let me see. Lund Race, yes. Okay, so it's 700 with the LRX. Oops, I must have clicked something wrong. It's with the LRX. Without the LRX, let's say if you have an RTD, the tune is like $300. Let me see. Tuning services, 20. Look at that right there. So the tune by itself is $325. So let's say you have an RTD and you want a Lund tune and you have a GT or GT350. GT350. Let's see a GT. So with the RTD is 700. So again, it shows an RTD and the vehicle. It shows just the vehicle and the tune. It's 325. So let's say we go in here. We got a GT350. Did you change a factory intake manifold? No. Okay, and if you did, it's plus 150. Did you have an HPT N gauge? This is not same as R gauge. Yes, requires credits, $100. See what I mean? If you want an E85 upgrade, plus 250. If you have aftermarket cams, plus 250. If you want boost on that GT350, it's $825. See, so I don't know where you guys are getting your numbers, but it's like definitely not. It's definitely not because of us that you guys like don't understand how the website works. It's very easy to navigate. So I don't understand why you guys trip out on this shit. Okay. Transparency fee $50, and I'm still claiming he installed 1050Xs. Didn't I see the picture and it showed Deechwork 500s, which we don't support at all. For the people that roll their eyes, solve that IAT on your ZR1. Wait, Matt Oliver says, for the people that roll their eyes, solve the IAT on your ZR1, then educate us on how to solve IATs. Boy, I'll try. I'll do my best, guys. I think an inner chill is the only way that car can do back-to-back pulls without fucking dying. Put a killer chiller on the ZR1. You don't understand, though. They don't make it for the ZR1. You have to make custom stuff. And will I lose out on my AC? Or will my AC be affected at all? In Florida, you need AC. You cannot drive around without AC. You will die. What if you blow up your motor? Do you need to pay for a new tune? Why would you need to pay for a new tune if you blow up your motor? If you blew up your motor, put another motor in it. And if the motor is outlined the way the previous motor was, you don't need a new tune. Why would you need a new tune for a new motor? Explain to me, why would you need a new tune for a new motor? Weird. Shit. By the time you buy the whole CJ setup cams, you've already spent almost what you spent on an ESS kit. Exactly. Nylon B says, damn, didn't know that. I've only looked at my Gen 1 Cobra Jet cold air intake throttle body exhaust. I've already have an N gauge. I'll have to double check myself. Darian Ford says, off topic. Any suggestions on replacing the OEM catalytic converters on the Gen 1 Coyote? Ford don't make them anymore. Well, you have GESI catalytic converters. And the problem with that is I think you got to weld them in. Everyone wants bolt in, no work type stuff. But GESI right here, they have catalytic converters, and you know they claim that they've had cars make up to 1,000+ horsepower right here, capable of supporting 1,200 horsepower per converter. This is the Gen 2 Advanced, up to 6 inches in outer diameter, supports up to 1,200 horsepower. So again, if you live in an emission state and you want performance, but you still want to be, you know, sort of legal, you are going to have to do custom stuff. And if you're going to have to buy yourself a set of G Sport Gen 2s, big motherfuckers, so they flow, don't kill power, and don't melt, that's what you got to do. Plain and simple. No other way about it. Got to play to play. You got to pay to play. How would the IAT be if you had a Whipple? So I had a first generation, actually, I don't know what it's called. I had a 4.5 liter Whipple at 30 PSI. Guys, it was pulleyed to death. High IATs. But now the Whipple is sold and gone. See you later. That Whipple has been sold to somebody down in Kansas somewhere, or where the fuck, I don't know what the fuck they got, Kentucky. that car, that Whipple is gone. I've been talking to Magnuson to potentially get myself into like I could definitely make the twin throttle body situation work on my GT500. But the problem is this. Do I need to? Like, if Roush is not going to sell a twin throttle body blower to previous generations because it's difficult, the tuning, the harnesses, then it's just dumb. Why should I get it? To be cool? Maybe. I mean, I don't really have to do a lot of vetting. We know what to do to figure it out. Jake and I talked, Junior and I talked, and I'm like, yeah, we can figure it out. But is it going to make more power than Odin? No. It's going to make about the same, a big boost. So then, like, what do you want to do, Alex? I just want to go 8s. And I have to come to the terms that that's a race car. That's not a GT500 anymore. No Shelby guy is going to look at that car and go, I want that car because it's a Shelby. They're going to go, it's got a cage, it's got Bellax, it's got a spool, it's got no AC. I don't want it. And I get it. So I have to come to terms that that car is not a Shelby in terms of what Shelby guys look for in a Shelby. Snow Performance Meth Kit for the ZR1. Guy at my work makes 900 with a ported 2650 on E85. Doesn't have IAT issues. He's gone 460, 60 to 130. I'll talk to... God damn it. I'll talk to Late Model Performance. I'll talk to them. See if we can get an IAT meth kit in there. It's probably going to be another fucking $3,000 on top of everything else. Fuck me. And if the IATs aren't under 120, I don't want it. Reflash the tune every tank of gas. Keep that tune fresh. What do you think about putting the Predator blower on a Gen 1? I think it's stupid because the Predator blower has IAT issues. It's a 2650 with a single inlet that has IAT issues. Why would you want to put that blower on your car when there's Roush 2.3s, VMP Gen 2Rs, VMP Gen 3s, VMP Gen 3Rs, Roush, and E-Force 2650s and E-Force 2300s and Vortex and Paxton? Why do you want a GT500 supercharger on your Gen 1 when there's a million other superchargers? Because it has a fucking snake on it? Do you like ESS over Whipple on a Gen 3 street car? I think they're both two different applications. What do you want to do? For roll racing, I'd rather do a full max effort ESS. A little bit of a traction control built in. The car will run well. Dig racing, I'd rather a TVS over a Whipple based on experience. From long tube headers to me in an email. We put them behind the 1200 horsepower GT500 and they're still living with many street miles and track. Yeah, okay. Oh, that's GESI cats on their production long tubes. Okay, good to hear. The shop was likely using a sucked off lung file, so technically they weren't wrong. Could be a Shelby-ish Could be a Shelby-ish if you bit my Predator blower. Buy? I'm not going to buy a Predator blower that has IAT issues. Why would I do that? So then I have to port it? Then I have to buy bricks? Then I have to buy a lid? No. There goes more money on the meth kit. Exactly. Meth is the same as nitrous oxide. Okay. I don't think so, but cool. Alex, why not talk to Jake about your ZR1 IATs? Because he has no interest in it. 0.0 interest. Do you think Jake is excited to work on cars? Jake doesn't work on his own cars. He hates working on cars. Nalan B says, I just double checked. It's $4.75 for pump gas. I was thinking 85, which is another $200. Should have specified that in my initial comment. How is it $4.75 for pump gas? Did you add like a manifold or something? Interesting. Nalan B. Nardi Mikado says, back in the day, they had a nitrous kit that sprayed in front of the intercooler because of the snake logo. Is there an aftermarket solution to running the car below a half tank with a return? Here we go. The red car. Right there. See that red car? Pendejos. Had a 4 Innovations fuel system. I ran that bitch to 10 miles to empty all the time. Now, do you mean race with under a half tank? Because Chain Mendiola, running and racing are two different things. This car, I would go all the way down to 10 miles to empty, then fill up. There was no saddle issue. There was no slosh issue. I just didn't go racing in the fucking thing with under a quarter tank because I'm not retarded. So if your selling point is you can go racing with 1/8 of a tank of fuel, buy that kit. I don't care. But Alex, if I'm not different, I'm not badass. Let's celebrate first super on a live stream. King50, thank you for the $1 super chat. JD Swag says, Jake left working on cars to make more money and parts and other stuff. Exactly. The moment Jake stopped working on cars, he became a millionaire. Bye. Working on cars is not a way to get rich. Working on cars is a way to get broke, frustrated, and hate life. So if you want to make a lot of money, you have to mass produce parts and make them and sell them. Working on a car makes you no fucking money. What's left on Section 8 until the first startup? So I'm going to start it up NA. I got everything. I just need O2s and coils. So I had the transmission and motor are in. Exhaust goes in Saturday. Harness goes in Saturday. Manifold goes in Saturday. Injectors go in Saturday, hopefully, if I have enough time. Saturday night, I'm going to try to get some Toto, but I don't know if it's going to happen, but I'll try. And then Sunday, I'll do the peasant chat in the morning and then get after it. And I'll see if I can start it. Because I'm not that far off. Nalan B says, yes, Cobra Jet cold air intake throttle body. I think that raised it another 150. It's just the manifold, yeah. Austin Maynard says, just make sure you have 3/4 of full tank of gas. Jesus Christ, start the Rapture. Seriously, when does the asteroid finally show up and just blow this planet up? When people are like, I want to go racing with an eighth of a tank. And this fuel system from this guy in Australia, this fuel system from this fucking shop in Connecticut. Shut the fuck up. What's up, big bro? Says Brian. I'm late, but I'll catch a replay. Thank you so much. If it's a 10 or 80, you're a non-driving motherfucker. But Alex, I got to keep the car at 8th tank to keep weight down. Blue 99 says, do you ever want to have a crazy record with any of your car setups? Fuck no. Chasing records to me is good for shops. If shops go out there, like chasing records, it gets their shop reputation, and then they can sell parts based on the parts that they developed, reaching those records. But Alejandro Flores, in the third person, doesn't care about a record. It does nothing for me. Car Enthusiast says, see me, Alex, do I need a twin BAPs to upgrade to the stock injectors for my 14 GT500? If I want race fuel tune, Sunoco 260 GT, I would get BAPs just to make sure you have enough overhead. I would get absolute BAPs if you want to get like 1,000cc injector or 1050s. In my opinion, you need boosted pumps the moment you pulley down for boost. Not because you need to, but it's a good idea to have headroom and a little extra voltage at the pump so that the car, has enough fuel pressure to supply proper fuel to the rails. Nari Mercado says, Alice, you didn't have to rewire the fuel system on the red car because it seemed like Joe Biden wired it originally before you bought it. Oh my God. There are not many things I regret in life. Removing that video for Justin Starkey was the worst thing I ever did. And I'll tell you that story right now. So I bought this car from VMP. It was sitting in the garage, and I was pretty much reaching the end of the road with my black car. I said I should sell the black car. The black car kind of like, I didn't want to build the motor. I didn't have the money to build the motor. But the red car was slated to get a rods and piston Coyote. So I said, hey, Justin, what do you think? We work out a deal for that car, and I'll rep it. He's like, okay. Had that big dumb VMP. Remember, it had that big dumb VMP sticker on the side. So I'm like, okay, cool. And my intention was to keep that VMP sticker on until I worked there, to rep the brand and rep the car and go to car meets and say VMP, 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 meaning free promotion. And I'm in South Florida. Shit's popping down here. It was at the time. So we work out a deal for like $35,000. And this was the deal. You throw in a set of headers, you build the engine, and you basically give me a rods piston 6R80 car with a Gen 2R and headers, and we're good to go. I provided the block. So the block I provided went to L&M to get sleeved. So I gave him the money. I thought the deal was good. A week later, he's like, yeah, I think I want more money. I'm like, excuse me? He's like, I think I want more money. I was like, we shook on it. I don't know where y'all from. When I shake with a motherfucker, that's a contract. That word is your bond. If your word is shit, so is your bond. So when I shook on $35,000, I had to go get a loan. I had to hustle. I had to do all this stuff to get the car registered. And the car wasn't built. The car was still in pieces. So I had to basically wait for that car to be built. And then after I got the car, the amount of shit that was wrong with it was astronomical. I spent another $5,000 to fix everything down here at Power by the Hour. And I had fueling issues. And I'm like, why am I having fueling issues? So then I opened up the trunk or the back seat and I saw the wiring job. And I went, oh my God, this is a good thing to make video of, to upgrade it to a 4 Innovations fuel system. Donnie helped me out. I did a video. He saw the video and didn't like the fact that it was hodgepodge. And I was like, please take the video down. And I was like, all right, I'll take the video down. So I took the video down, but you know what I did at the same time? I peeled the VMP sticker off of the car. You want me to take the video down? Cool. I'm done repping your product. Because now I'm the one that got fucked on this car. Big time. So I peeled the stickers off, drove it to work the next week, and he was like, where's the... I'm like, no, a promotion's over. You broke your deal. I break my end of the deal. You broke your end of the deal. I said I was going to rep it. Fuck that. It's gone. So yeah, one of the biggest things I regret was removing a video, and I vowed to myself never to let my employer or anybody dictate what I put on my fucking channel. If you don't like what I got going on my channel and I am employed by you, fire me, because I'm not going to change the shit I'm doing. Senior has never asked for me to remove anything. Street Alpha, speed on tonight after the show, 9:30, FYI, Amory, nice. Alex, use your washer fluid reservoir for the meth kit, and the low washer fluid light will be your low meth indicator. I'm not removing a fucking fender from the car. Let somebody else do that. Glad you said something about the Predator blower. I wanted just for the name. I can say I have a Predator Mustang. Yeah, it's just a hot ass. Guys, the GT500, you want to hear something funny? Junior. I was talking to Junior about the Corvette. I said, Junior, the ZR1 is a one-pump chump. What? Boom, 160 IATs. He said, just like the GT500s. I said, wait, what? Because I'm not really fucking with GT500s that heavy. I said, what? He goes, yeah, Alex, GT500s, the moment you put a pulley on them and, you know, you get after it, they have IAT issues. So these motherfuckers are doing ZR1 shit. They're ice tanking them. They're putting a lid on it. They're putting bricks on it. They're porting them. They're doing all this stuff to try to mitigate the IAT issue. I go, wait a minute. So a 2020 plus GT500, modern, 2650, has massive IAT issues when you go up and boost. He goes, yep, it's a one pump chump. I go, huh. So I didn't feel that bad today. I don't have the video. I stupidly deleted it. I wish I could find it. I heard a bunch of horror stories from the used cars they sell to people. Sad. Alex, you still cutting weight? No, I'm good at 219, 220. I think I'm good there. I wanted to try to get down to 210, but it is so difficult to get down to 210. I feel weak. I feel like lightheaded. And I'm like, my body doesn't like that. Now, maybe there's a way of doing it with proper nutrition. Like if I got a nutritionist, I could be like, y'all need to just cook for me. Fuck that. I'm not. You know how expensive it is to eat right, to like maintain muscle, eat right, and lose weight, so you're not passing out? Ridiculously expensive. Like you gotta like cooking all the time and meal prepping. Fuck, carrying your lunchbox. Fuck all that. Dude was asking for more money because he knew he needed to fix shit installs. Cocaine 50 says, let him get a TVS and we'll run your test. I'll dyno it personally, and it's a lund cow. Talk to your people, make it happen. Talk to my people. I'm not the one that has to prove anything. Cocaine 50 wants to go fast. Cocaine 50 needs 60-foot help. Cocaine 50 can reach out to Magnuson. I wouldn't get the Magnuson, though. I'll be honest with you, Bondo Bird. You need the rear feed 2650. And use the Whipple throttle body. The tune does not have to change. Again, Bondo Bird, you're a machinist. Make a throttle body spacer so that it fits a TVS. I did it. So if I did it, you can do it. That's the setup that went 9.3 in that car, or 9.1 in that car. So then you don't have to say, then you could say it's the same tune. You can't blame the tune. Now it's just the air pump. You've changed the air pump, but the throttle body remains the same, just make a nice adapter. And we'll see, where's the power? Would increasing the CUI decrease boost levels because there's less restriction? What is he trying to do? Is he trying to get into a philosophical, weird cubic inch war? Weird cubic inches? You're asking if increasing the size of the air pump would change the restriction level. I mean, come on. Stop. Screams more homosexual. The VMP logo or the skull crossbone sticker on the side of the car. The skull and... If you know the people that do the skull and crossbone stuff, that skull and crossbone sticker is so ironic. There's nothing death, badass, or anything about those people. It's a marketing ploy. Like, the least badass people I've met in my life are those people. Meth, Alex, I'll take care of that last 10 pounds then you add the ZR1 can match. Okay. Hey, Alex said anything about another stream? Yeah, but we need the time. Alex, when do you recommend valve speeds on a stock Gen 1 head cam? Currently on the VMP Gen 3, about 18 to 19 PSI. If you're not experiencing valve flow, why fuck with or care about any issues with springs if you're not experiencing valve flow? EPA, both of them are in the same. I have a Predator blower. I guess I'm gay. Yes, you are. Bro, how tall are you? You're 210. You look great, Theo. No, I'm not 210. I'm 220. 219. 5'11". 219. Thank you. Look, I don't work out for aesthetics. I work out to be strong. And the byproduct is some aesthetics. I don't like, I was chubby for a little bit. For me, you guys might have thought I looked okay, but I was chubby for me. So, the older you get, the less weight you can carry. But you have to I'm getting to that age where it's going to be hard to keep muscle. So I have to just work that much harder. So to maintain muscle and lose weight and maintain strength requires magic potions. What up, Papa? ¿Cómo anda? Del Chochi. Cochi Loco? Okay. How's the ergonomics of the 5.0 from the 5.8 and the GT500? Dude, boxy luxury. There is so much room for activities. The Trinity is this big asshole of a motor. Wait until I show you the hoses. Oh, I have to buy a radiator. Like I told you, I gotta buy a radiator because the Coyote radiator is different than the GT500 radiator. Wait until you see the hose manifold that the GT500 had, dude. Hoses, pipes. The Coyote looks tiny in there in comparison to the Trinity. Like it belongs there. I'm like, thank God. That Trinity's probably never gonna go back in it. You know where the Trinity might go one day? In the Fairmont. Boy. Twin turbo Trinity in the Fairmont with a 400. Could you imagine a 1200 setup? 1200 horsepower, 1200 pound-feet of torque. I might die in it. I love the VMP logo, says Starkey's wife's boyfriend. Trinity blower taps out at like 850. They're all a bundle of stock Seymour. Okay. Theo, how do I make my fingers stronger? Okay. Someone said you're still jacked. Thank you. Not chubby, husky. Have you ever worked with fuel surge tanks? Yeah, we worked with fuel surge tanks at Bomberas. They're ugly as shit, but they work. They're ugly as fucking shit, but they work really well. Raiden says, I'm ready for TRT, Alex. No need to put your car on jack stands when you're on D-Bowl. The problem is the moment you get on testosterone, you're on testosterone forever. So you have to understand that. Speaking of which, does the excess weight of the GT500 come slowly from the Trinity? I think so. The Trinity, okay. Let's look it up. Torkstorm is still down. So 14 GT500 motor weight. GT500 engine weight with aluminum block. Okay, so the actual crate engine without packaging would be about 650 pounds. Okay, so 650 pounds for the motor. So 2014 Coyote motor weight. 444 pounds? Oh, without accessories. Without the flywheel. According to MotorTrend.com, the 15 Coyote engine weighs 440 pounds without accessories. So let's say add another 100 pounds for accessories. That's still 544 pounds as compared to 650. Guys, it felt so light. When I was lifting it with the crane, I was like, this thing is little and light. Like, I'm blown away by it. Testosterone replacement therapy. Why don't you twin turbo section 8 rather than using a blower? Packaging. Gen 1, essentially, S197s, twin turbos have to go in the engine bay. And then you got to put the PCM up your ass? Nope. Blower. 8s. That's all it needs. It needs about 900 real horsepower to run 8s with a stick, twin turbo. What the fuck am I going to do with that? Alex, with a 15 Mustang, do you think the Paxton works better with the 6R80 over the MT82 6130? Absolutely. Not even close. Yeah, 60. See, the MT82 even built is only as good as the guy driving it. And if the guy driving it sucks cocks dicks, I don't think he's going to have a lot of success with roll racing. A 6R80 is just going to do what it does. You're going to be on the peptide circuit soon with cut keys. So there's room for Torkstorms. 1200 horsepower, 1200 torque, pushing people shitting like Diddy. Wow. He has to be enjoying it, right? Because he's like, bang that S N word. Now, is he meaning the poop or the... I think he's meaning the poop. Oh, I gotta isolate that part. Alex, if you ever need a workout partner, hit me up. I'm in South Florida. Oh, yeah, what the fuck are we gonna do? I don't know you, man. Look, you gotta understand this, guys. Dolo. I do everything by myself. There's a reason. Everyone wants something all the fucking time. There is no free lunch. And while I appreciate everybody that listens to the show and watches and supports, I just need to run my personal life by my fucking self and whoever is around me. To allow someone I don't know to like work out with me, there are guys at the gym that I say hi to, and you know, I used to not. I used to just put my head down, but they recognize me from the show. Hey, I watch your show. Hey, appreciate it, brother. You know, then we talk, and then you see him again and again and again. We still don't work out together. Because them motherfuckers talk. They talk. So tell me, like, how did you come up with the name YOLO douchebag? It's your fucking set, bro. Shut up. You know about that Primatine ECA stack? And Chadley says, I want to down in my car with Ace's Performance in Pasadena, Houston, because they tune with Lund, or should I just buy my tune online? I got an Engage ready. Whatever you want to do, whatever's easiest for you, do it up. Spot me, bro. Dick be doo-doo chasing, bro. Alex, if Alex ever wins the lottery, he would live alone on a mountain. I'd buy the whole mountain. And be all mine. I'd still do live streams. I still have badass internet, but I'd have this big-ass garage, fly chick that's modest, doesn't have an Instagram, and just live my life. Austin Mater said, but Alex, we were friends in the ticket system. Like, one of the biggest mistakes I do in the ticket system is telling my name. Hey, man, I know this is Lund Calibrator. You've been excellent. So, like, if you don't mind me asking, who is tuning me? And I'm like, oh, fuck. Is this gonna be a mistake? Alex. Oh, shit, knew it! Shut the fuck up. Alex, you need a roommate in your 1-1. But Alex, I sent the super chat 2 years ago. Rad Dad says, I'm married to my wife and I don't work out with her in my gym. Nah, you can't be working out with your bitch. Cause then you do bitch shit. It hurts to do. Go do a squat. Go squat on that booty machine. Fuck out of here. It's chest day. What about tomorrow? Chest day. What about the next day? Back day. What about the next day? The chest day. Whenever you're gonna do, like, shut the fuck up and wipe the bench down, fool. Exactly. It's time to change my transmission fluid on my 2020 MT82. What would be the best transmission fluid for a boosted Coyote? Thanks in advance. Stock shit. Stock shit. Ben Calamer. Hit up bencalamer.com. Savar Martiner. Savar. Man, where are you from with that shit? Name origin of Savar. I found out where Savar is from. The name Savar is a Hindu boy's name with multiple meanings, including Lord Shiva, water, and the vital element for life. It has 3 syllables and a numerology of 7. Sans. I had to look it up. Tracas pues. I just want my dynamite shit. Gotcha. That's the gayest shit ever. Here comes the Dear YOLO. I thought we were friends. Cue the Stan song. Do I have Stan here?
Dear Mister, I'm too good to call and write my fan.
This is still Tony Full Bolt on to this day.
Dear Mister, I'm too good to call and write my fan.
He's so mad. Dude, I've never seen a grown-ass man with a push bumper on your car get so mad.
Dear Mister, I'm too good to call and write my fan.
Shut up, bitch. Shut up, bitch. I don't want to see you because you probably so weak. You probably such a pipsqueak, pencil neck bitch ass that I'm just like that. I just every time I see somebody that talks shit online, there was a GT500 guy, right? There was a GT500 guy that was talking all that lunch shit. Fuck loan, wait till I see them. And then I'm in Bradenton, right? And I see somebody and I go, hey, is that who I think it is? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, that motherfucker 5'8". Why you now? I know why you're talking so much. Like now I know. Kamala is Indian too. Oh my God! One bad 14 GT says I got a 14 GT with 3.1.1 engine. Oh, 311. The fuck is a 311? Oh, okay. Gen 3 bottom end, Gen 1 heads, Gen 1 timing system, and Gen 5 3.0 Whipple. 132 throttle body. Cooks, shorties. Shorties? What are you, a Fox body guy? Shorties? Shorties? What, just get BBK show. Anyway, free flowing exhaust, octanium on a 375 pulley. How much smaller of a pulley do you think I can handle? I don't fucking know, man. 14 PSI before the fuel pump says eat a dick. But them shorties, though. Do you think Canelo will take out Berlanga? Bro. Canelo is the gift that keeps on giving. He's like, hey, man, you shut the fuck up, eh? Where is it?
Yesterday, and we all flew.
Trainers.
Fuck up. Shut.
I problem. I'm gonna take.
All right, let's turn things back over.
Stop
Caleb,
the cat,
Caleb,
no?
take it easy. I'm gonna take care of him for you. I promise you.
Caleb,
That's
shut
for
the
you, buddy.
fuck up. Shut the
Hey.
fuck up.
I'm going to take care of him for you. Canelo is one of those gems that understood that he has to master the English language. And look at what he says to Berlanga about IQ. He goes, "You think you got more IQ than Mayweather? Than the fucking Islandi Lara? Than Miguel Cotto? Get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna fuck you out right now, motherfucker. Get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna get the...
Hey, get the fuck out of here because I'm gonna fuck you out right now, motherfucker.
Or did that?
He tried to steal money, and he's a fucking asshole. That's what I say. He's a fucking asshole. He tried to keep the attention for him, not for Munguia.
Canelo, when
Have an IQ, better IQ than me.
Okay, you're gonna see. You're gonna see.
You will
September
see.
14. You're gonna
You
see.
think have
You're
more
gonna
IQ
see.
than Floyd
You're
Mayweather,
gonna
than
see.
Miguel Cotto,
You're gonna see.
than
You're gonna
Lara,
see.
than
You're gonna see.
Come
You're
on,
gonna
bro.
see. You're gonna see.
You're
gonna see.
nothing.
I know you're gonna see.
Take it easy.
No.
He said, take it easy. And then at the end, they did this weird thing where they do a stand-up and they start basically telling each other he's gonna fuck them up so bad. And he started doing like the motion like he's fucking them. So this is Canelo on the left. And he's like, don't you worry, man, I'm gonna fuck you like this.
That's perfect.
Watch this.
That's good, right?
I think he started. Wait, where's the part where he starts dancing? Let me see. Right here, right here. He starts slapping his dick around. Watch. Oh shit! What is that? What? It's like you should play the Diddy sounds over that. Weird, but yeah, that's what's gonna happen. So yeah, Canelo's gonna knock him into next fucking week. Canelo is at the top of his game. Canelo has power. This guy is a punching bag, bro. I've seen some of his clips. Berlanga's a fucking punching bag, bro. Por torro que no se calla la boca. He's just gonna get his ass beat. So I got my money on Canelo always. All right, that's it. Se acabó el party. 9:31. I'm actually giving you free shit. That's enough for that. All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you very much for hanging out with me for a little bit. We talked about Roush running a 10.3 with their launch edition supercharger. Shout out to them for making a good little product, even if it's on the slightly higher boost side on 93 octane with no mods except the sticky tire and the blower and the Roush calibration. It went 10.3 at 135. You and I both know better air, better octane, a little more boost. It's a 9-second car, so Roush is right there with Whipple with a 7-year-old rotor pack design, telling you that they don't have to change nothing if it works. So shout out to them, shout out to everyone. And again, as always, if the Emery is out there, keep the heat up. Keep the heat up on the forums. Keep the heat up everywhere on Instagram. Keep the heat up so we can keep this conversation going and get this war on the blower war started all over again, Roush versus Whipple, because it's only good for everybody. Have a good rest of your night. I'll see you guys on Sunday morning for the Peasant Chat. We're going to do it in the morning, 9:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. I'm sorry, 11 a.m., 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. Peasant Chat in the morning so I can get it out of the way. I can do work on the GT500. And at nighttime, I get some Toto, get some work in. You know what I'm saying? So we'll go ahead and get that all figured out. I'll see you guys on Sunday. Have a good rest of your week. See you later. Bye.